Hello, this is RV Vagabond Jerry, and today I'm doing the Black Canyon of the Gunnison National Park, which is not very far from the town of Montrose, Colorado. There are a lot of pullover stopping points on here, the south rim of the canyon, and there's a lot of them on the north rim of the canyon. Since it's convenient to me, I'm only doing the south rim today in this video. So follow along with me, and I'll show you around the Black Canyon. It's a combination of black and various shades of gray in the canyon. I'm starting off here at the South Rim Visitor Center. And here they have a 3D map of the canyon. You can see here, at some points, it gets very narrow. So I'm right here, and outside the windows is a view of the canyon. There it is. And you can walk down there to get a really close-up view near the edge. Here's a good view of part of the river. It's different from many other canyons, most of them, in that the walls here are so dark. They are just almost black. I guess that's why they call it the Black Canyon. And in some places it is really, really dark black. And here's another section of the river. You can get a good view up from this point. Imagine that little river carved all this. But the carving starts at the top level. It didn't start way down there. It starts at the top and gradually works its way down. And as you can see, there's a lot of trees and vegetation on the walls in some places. A little bit everywhere, but some places, like here, you see that line of green going down there. There's the visitor center, and this is a kind of a little offshoot of the canyon here, whereas the river is way off to the left. It always amazes me how trees and shrubbery and whatever can just grow right out of the rock. Doesn't take much soil at all for some things to grow. And just beyond the top of the canyon is rolling hills. You can see some mountains in the far distance there, but it's just rolling hills along the top ridge there. Well, let's go back up the trail. And apparently, the back porch of the visitor center is the ideal place to check your internet. This Tomichi Point, it's just about a quarter of a mile before you get to the visitor center. It has here a really good map of the park, and there's basically three sections. From here, this is going down east on the east side of the park, and then this red road is following along the south rim, and then if you drive all the way around to the other side of the canyon, There's also a lot of views from the North Rim. So today I'm going to do the South Rim only. And this is one of the few overlooks that you don't have to walk a long way to get to. But then you've got some trees here blocking your view. It does give you a fairly good view of this part of the canyon. And in the middle here, you can see pretty far off into the distance. And right here in particular, you can see how dark the color of the canyon walls are of the Black Canyon. A little bit lighter over here. They're getting more sunlight. But as you can see, these are very dark black walls. Here is the self-registration for the campground. Here's a map of the campground. This section is first come, first serve. The other two sections are for reservations. This loop in the middle, these have electric hookups. The other two do not have hookups at all. And here are the rates: $20 and $34 if you want the electric. And if you have your senior access pass, it's half price. And there is one water station for each one of the 3 loops to fill up fresh water. I don't see any mention of a waste dump station. There are a few large RVs here in the B section. And a little further down the road from the South Rim Visitor Center is the Pulpit Rock overlook. And I suppose this rock where everyone is standing on is the Pulpit Rock. And from here you can see a pretty long stretch of the river. I suppose this is all natural at the crest of the Pulpit Rock. Really good wide view of the canyon here. And even more of the river. And from here on top of the Pulpit Rock, I can actually see the visitor center right there. This next overlook, which actually is way out there, about 300 yards, the sign says. Is called Rock Point. Right there. I bet it looks the same as the last one. And just about 1/8 of a mile down is Devil's Overlook. And at 607 yards, I think I'll skip that one. Now this overlook is not official, but it's a pretty good lookout point. Next is the chasm view. That's a short walk for a really nice view. And this lookout point is called the Painted Wall. I think that's it right there. Colors and the streaks. Interesting. Well, let's see the dragons out here. Well, this is the end of the trail. And here you can see more of the painted wall. And the way the river zigzags, I wonder if that's supposed to be a dragon. You see any other dragons like things around here? I don't. I bet that's it. The shape of the river reminded somebody of a dragon, so they call this Dragon Point. It certainly is a good wide view of the canyon. Now this view is called Sunset View. It does look like the sun is going down into that direction. And off to the right here is a much better view. You can see the river way down there. Right there. This is a really nice view. Here's some info on the river, if you can read that. This says the deepest point of the canyon is 2722. So this is the end of the road from the visitor center. This is called the High Point Overlook, and I'm standing at an elevation of about 8,290. So I'd say that definitely is the high point of the park. And from here you can see way off into the distance. Now it's a really big park. You can go way up on the east side, and then that can take you around to the north rim if you really want to see it from all perspectives. But for today I'm just going to limit the video to the south rim section of the park. Good day, folks.